This is Drew with thepodcastingstore.com, your one-stop shop for all things podcasting and remote learning.
Well, greetings and welcome to another video as we're exploring the Zoom F3 field recorder. Now, when I first got this, what I really wanted to do was to connect it into my iPhone because that's what I use to record all of my content. Because the whole idea is that you're taking a nice microphone, using the camera already in your pocket, and creating some stuff that's worth watching. Well, I couldn't immediately figure out a way to get the Zoom to communicate with the iPhone, so that was a project that I just kind of scrapped for a while. Well, I decided to, dive deeper into it and figure out just how to make this work. So first, the parameters of what we're working with here. The microphone right here, the Audio Technica, is not what the sound is coming through in this video. I've actually got my Heil PR40 as usual. This is the one that we're going to use running into the Zoom and for the demonstration purposes. We're not going to be able to hear the audio that we're recording onto it, but you'll be able to visually see what I'm talking about. It's really complicated to try to get the sound into the iPhone and then back out again and all that. So just to give you the parameters, we're just doing it for iPhone, not for Android. I haven't tried anything on Android yet. It might work easier, but the iPhone doesn't. And so here is what I came up with. So hooking into the iPhone from the Zoom, because the Zoom has the USB-C and then the iPhone has a Lightning. So I actually got this cable here, which is USB-C to Lightning. I figured that was worth a try and we'll see if that works. So if we come over here, and we've got the Zoom set up and we connect in the USB-C into the Lightning on the iPhone. And again, the use case that I always like to do is for video, but for demonstration purposes, doing this in audio is going to work fine. And then what we would do, of course, is come over here for menu and then do it as the audio interface. Now, this is what I've done connecting into the computer, and I figured that the closest thing for the iPhone is going to be a tablet. So select that, and we can see that I'm still getting audio here, no problem, into the Zoom. If we put record over here onto the iPhone, it's picking up something, but is it picking up this microphone? I'm going to do the thing you're not supposed to do and tap it. So the answer is a resounding no. You can see the waveform over here on the iPhone is not matching what's over here on the Zoom. The Zoom's picking this up just fine, but the iPhone isn't. So my next thought on that was, okay, let's change the mode. So if I come over here and go back to exit USB audio, and then if I try again to go as audio interface, say, okay, well, maybe it most closely resembles a PC or a Mac. Fine. So then we try one more time. Um, And you can see, again, the Zoom is picking me up no problem, but then if I tap again, there's nothing on the iPhone. So using this as an interface into the iPhone just isn't working. I don't know why. It should, I would think, but this is where we get into the weirdness of the connectors. And this was as far as I had gone with it, and I was about to give up, and then I had a different idea. Now, the problem with trying to connect into the Lightning port on an iPhone is that it's trying to do a lot of different things all at once when you're using it for audio, because it's trying to do left, right, and microphone and ground. And so I had the idea with the Zoom, like, wait a minute, this doesn't have to be used as an interface. It has a line out. So I'll exit out of the mode and execute. So scrapping the idea altogether of coming out through the USB-C yielded some pretty interesting results. So if I pull that out here, now, I use the Rode Wireless Go 2 quite a bit with video creation, and it has the same, essentially the same problem. And the way I've gotten around that is I have this cable that Saramonic makes, and I don't know if there's others that make. I've had this one for a while, but it's a TRS to Lightning, and then it's got circuitry in here that translates that signal. Now, TRS is tip ring sleeve. We have a video up on the channel that explains all of that. And so what that is it's left, right, and ground, and that's it. The problem that we run into with these interfaces and these receivers is it is a TRS signal going into a smartphone that's expecting a TRRS. What's the additional one? Well, that would be the microphone. So it's trying to do left channel, right channel, ground, and microphone. And you need to be able to translate that signal to go into it. So I thought the Zoom has a line out. That is an analog thing. So let's give it a try. So we come over here to the line out, and that's expecting a TRS output. And then we put that into the iPhone and the Lightning. And so now we see, again, the microphone's picking it up no problem, but watch this. It's picking it up into the phone as well. So the killer app with this is that you can also record while you're doing this. So if I hit record on the Zoom, it's still outputting in the microphone and it's recording as like a safety channel. So what are the pluses? What are the minuses? The two bonuses for doing this are you can have two inputs. So you can have channel one, channel two. So you can have two microphones running into this, run it out of your line out and directly into your iPhone. That's awesome. The minuses of this, oh, and the plus is that you can record onto the SD card. The minus is you're taking an analog signal, which is me talking, translating into digital, into the interface, the Zoom. Then you're translating it back into analog when it's coming out of the line out, and then going back into a digital. So you're translating the signal a whole bunch of times. The other thing with the line out, you have no volume control over it. And as it's going into your phone, I do believe it is not going to be in the 32-bit float and you can overload it. I have a clip from Sam, my 4-year-old. I let him try it out just to see if I could clip out the sound. And it gets very loud. So I'm going to play it for you. You might want to turn your speakers down a little bit here. So check out this clip. So first we tried it really soft.
Really loud. I kind of loud that hurt my throat.
I know, shameless use of a cute kid. But it demonstrates the point that the microphone will hook into the iPhone just fine if you're using the line out and not using it as an interface. So yes, the Zoom F3 can connect into your iPhone and can connect XLR microphones into it if using line out. The other thought that I had too was using the headphones jack, which you could do as well. That's going to be a really hot signal. The potential advantage of that is then you gain a volume control over it. I think it's overthinking the problem. I haven't really explored that one too much, but I wanted to see if it just was flat out possible to get it into the iPhone, and the answer to that is a resounding yes. So the Zoom F3 using the line out and using a TRS to Lightning adapter cable. The one I have is from Saramonic. I'm going to explore other options and see if there's some less expensive ones out there, but then it will allow you to connect in your XLR microphone or two XLR microphones directly into your iPhone and also be able to record on your SD card in case you clip out your sound. Then it gives you something to edit. So super excited about the implications of this. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments there. Happy to explore this further. Like, share, subscribe, check out some of the other videos on the channel, and we will see you next time.
If you're facing a unique problem with podcasting or remote learning, we can help. Reach out to us at thepodcastingstore.com and we'll see what solutions we can find for you. And if you like what you hear, do me a favor and tell a friend. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and sign up for our e-newsletter, and you'll never miss another podcast or video again. This is Drew with thepodcastingstore.com. Thank you for listening.